Imagine that all your money disappears. You lose everything, your house, your bank account, even your hope. What's left? Now imagine something else. You suddenly become incredibly rich. You have everything and you're still unhappy. Why? The Stoics knew the answer. For them, money has never been an enemy or a salvation. They were a test. Today, when society judges by income level, their views sound like a revelation. Do you want to know why poverty is not a curse and wealth is not a guarantee of happiness? Why was Seneca one of the richest men in Rome, but considered money a dangerous illusion? Then watch to the end. This video can change your attitude to money forever. Money, a word that evokes so many emotions: joy, fear, envy, pride. But what if all this is just an illusion? The Stoics believed that wealth and poverty do not make a person either better or worse. They only reveal his true nature. Imagine ancient Rome, magnificent villas, gold markets, luxury. And among all this is Seneca, one of the richest men of his time. But despite everything he taught, rich is not the one who has a lot, but the one who can do with little. Seneca was not against money. He understood their power. But he knew that if you depend on wealth, you are already poor. He compared money to the wind. You can't hold it, but you can learn to go against it. How does it sound today? In a world of loans, advertising, and social media, where happiness is measured in subscriptions and expensive items. But you can't buy happiness, and poverty is not a sentence. The Stoics said that poverty is not a lack of money, but a lack of inner strength. Epictetus was born a slave. He had no home, no money, no freedom. But he became one of the greatest philosophers in history. Why? Because he knew that freedom was inside. His phrase, "It's not things that bother people, but opinions about things," is the key to peace of mind. He taught his students not to be afraid of losses. He was saying, imagine that your favorite cup is broken. Don't grieve. You knew she was fragile. It's the same with money, houses, even life. It doesn't mean to be indifferent. The Stoics did not teach indifference. They taught me how to manage emotions. They were talking, don't let what's beyond your control rule your inner world. And now let's imagine modernity. Let's take two people. One is a millionaire, afraid of losing everything. The second one lives modestly, but with peace of mind. Which of them is richer? The answer is obvious. The Stoics would call someone rich who knows how to be happy under any conditions. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor and philosopher, reminded himself every morning, "Today, I will meet ungrateful, deceitful, rude people, but I won't let them break my spirit." He ruled a huge empire, but he did not forget. True power is power over oneself. Stoicism teaches practices that still help today. The first is negative visualization. Imagine that you have lost everything. This is not pessimism. It is a way to become free. After all, if you are not afraid of loss, you have already conquered fear. The second practice is the division into internal and external. The money is external. Your beliefs, character, and reactions are internal. The Stoics focused on what was under control: wisdom, honesty, kindness. The third is voluntary simplicity. Seneca often slept on a hard floor and ate simple food so as not to be afraid of poverty. He used to say, "A man who sometimes lives in poverty is never afraid of being poor." This does not mean that wealth is evil. The Stoics were not ascetics. They said, take advantage of wealth, but don't be its slave. Let the gold be in your purse, but not in your heart. We live in a world of comparison. Someone is richer, more successful, better. But the Stoics taught, compare yourself not with others, but with yourself from yesterday. Growing inside is the real wealth. Today's world creates anxiety. Prices are rising, but there is no stability. But this is where Stoicism becomes a mainstay. He gives us optics through which we see the main thing. We are not our things. We are what we choose to think, feel, and do. When you're faced with a choice, sell your soul for a career or keep your honor, think of the Stoics. They would choose the latter because money comes and goes, but the soul stays with us forever. One modern Stoic said, if you wake up in the morning, you're already rich. You have a day that you can make sense of. Stoicism doesn't make life easy. He makes it stable. He teaches us to face poverty with dignity and wealth with moderation. And that's what we miss so much. We can practice Stoicism every day. Don't chase after the superfluous. Be grateful for the small things. Don't be afraid to lose. Don't put money above your soul. And if you've realized this, you've already become richer. Because true wealth is freedom. Freedom to be yourself. Freedom to live by values. Freedom to look at the world calmly with faith and inner light. If you've watched this video, it means you're already on your way to wisdom. Support the channel. Subscribe, like, write in the comments. What does it mean for you to be rich? And if we get 100 likes, I'll release a new video about why ancient philosophers taught us to start the morning with awareness of death, and how this can fill your life with strength, clarity, and gratitude. Don't miss it.